The warmer weather means summer trips, patio season, and farmers markets. And more people are using cash apps to pay their friends, neighbors, and small businesses. But the Better Business Bureau says that if you use apps like Venmo, PayPal, Zelle, or Cash App, you want to treat them like cash. The BBB says scammers are posing as friends or legit sellers. They're pushing fake marketplace deals, or they're sending overpayments, and they're pressuring you to send money back. Well, they say to only send money to people that you know, while double checking usernames and photos, and also using extra security like PINs or Face ID. Also avoid keeping big balances in the apps.
Fortunately, because peer-to-peer payment apps are irreversible in a lot of cases, scammers do like to use them. They can make them look authentic by downloading business logos from a business you know, or impersonating even someone that you know.
The BBB also recommends linking your payment app to a credit card instead of a bank account. It can give you better protection if something goes wrong.